My name is David Spina. I'm a national consultant with Ambit Energy. I started my Ambit Energy business when I was 25. Well, a little of my professional and personal background is I graduated with a business finance degree from Oral Roberts University in 2003. Went into the financial business for a couple years. Realized that was not what I wanted to do long term. And then on my personal life, I'm married for a little over 3 years. I have a young 2-year-old child and live here in Fort Worth, Texas. Just like most people my age, I had to wake up early in the morning, get in the car, take a hour-long commute, fight the traffic, get all my talk radio in, and then get to work, have my cup of coffee, work all day. And I either had to leave the office early to avoid traffic, or I had to stay late. And generally I stayed late and would get home at about 8 o'clock at night. All you could do is come home, get something to eat, and go to sleep, and start it all over the next morning. I heard about Ambit Energy from a gentleman that I office next to, and he was very successful in business, owned a telecommunications company. And when people that are successful tell you to take a look at an opportunity, a lot of times you need to. And so he invited us up to the corporate office in Dallas, and I went up there and met Jerry Thompson and Chris Chambliss, and I interrogated them for a couple hours to find out more about Ambit. And once I kind of got done with the grilling process on them, I decided to go forward with starting my Ambit Energy business. Really, my goal was to make $2,500, and I accomplished that in about 3 to 4 short months. This is my wonderful wife, Leah Grace Spina. We actually met at an Ambit Energy business meeting.
I watched him build his business, and when we started dating, he was working really hard to become an executive consultant. But he kept promising me, let me build this business, and when we get married, we will be financially free. And we were.
My wife for Ambit Energy was really the driving factor that kept me motivated early on in my business to take the time to make that extra phone call, talk to that additional person, go out there and make new friends. And I attribute my why to really where I'm at today as a national consultant with Ambit Energy. When I was 25, I wanted to retire in 5 years, so it's pretty important that I start working hard. And now I'm 31, and basically my wife laughs at me because we kind of do have a pretty much of a retired lifestyle. When we first got married, we really started picking up hockey. We took an 8-week class, learned how to skate, and we just had so much fun with it as a couple to be able to pick up a whole sport that we never thought we would have time to learn and do, and we've been able to do that. Well, I have a little bit more spare time on my hands, so I picked up some unusual hobbies, and one of them is I joined a little off-roading club. We really enjoy going out in the wilderness and just driving around, basically boys with toys. We're going up hills, rocks, and it's just fun to be able to take time to do that. Ambit's really allowed me to be able to take time off in the middle of the week and go to the park and enjoy the time with my son. Maybe it's pushing him on the swing or helping him go down the slide, and it's just really neat to be able to have the freedom of time to do activities with your family in the middle of the week versus where the crowds are on the weekend. I would say being competitive was probably one of the things that really was a driver in getting my business up and going. Being growing up in the Spina family, everything's a competition from baseball to soccer. All that attributes to my Ambit business, because without that competitive edge and that drive to keep trying to achieve, you become stagnant. And if you're stagnant, you stop growing. And if you stop growing, your financial goals are pushed back further and further. So being competitive, having those goals and being driven helps you accomplish those goals and become financially free faster. Ambit Energy is a great family business. My mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters, we're Ambitized. We're all in the Ambit business, and we share off each other's success. And most importantly is not just in my personal family, but everyone that's in Ambit, we really look at as an Ambit family.
I met David when he was 25, brand new in the business. I watched him over the next 5 years build a tremendous business. He had such determination. When he was a senior consultant when I met him, he had his eye on the prize for executive to make him the youngest national consultant in Ambit Energy at the age of 30. I was so excited when he reached his goal.
Making national consultant is great, but the reality is this business is not built on one person. I could have never on my own ever even get promoted to regional consultant if it wasn't working with others. And so I was very fortunate enough to make it to executive and find 5 individuals that we could link arms together and work hard and help them do some goal setting and vision setting. Where's your Ambit business not today, but where's it going to be a year from now? Where's it going to be 2 years from now? And to me, that's more important than making national consultant is seeing other people change their lives financially and helping them walk this process of building their Ambit business. You know, it's really nice to pay off the cars, also to take huge chunks out of that residual month and pay off the mortgage to be able to win the financial freedom game. It's actually pretty cheap to live when you don't have any debt and you don't owe anybody anything, and you're able to put away for savings and investing. It's a totally new perspective in life, and the reason was because Ambit was that vehicle that we chose 5.5 years ago to build that income. The next step for my business would be to see how many people can join the Ambit Millionaire Club, also to leave a lasting legacy for not only my immediate family but future generations. And last but not least, I want to see Ambit become a $1 billion company and take this as far as it can go.